Real Wargamer at the Wargaming table here with Sagunto. Battle for Valencia. Cavalry charge phase. Cavalry units of the phasing player may charge. The non-phasing player may countercharge with his cavalry units, and his infantry units may attempt to form in square. After carrying out all charges, phasing horse artillery units which did not fire in the preceding phase may move and/or fire. Last, non-phasing units which formed square may attempt to change formation again. After the cavalry charge phase, we have phase 3 movement. The phasing player may move all, some or none of his units and leaders as he desires, but he cannot move units that have fired or expended movement points in phases 1 or 2. That's the artillery fire phase and the cavalry charge phase. Units that have evaded more than one hex in the preceding player turn and routing units. Units of the non-phasing player cannot move, but cavalry units may declare reaction charges. Alright, unit facing. Artillery units. Retreating units. And units in column formation must be oriented so that the top of the counter is facing a hex side. So I guess first artillery 6.11. Yeah, okay. Oh, first thing, they should have been oriented towards a hex side. And my first infantry unit here, we're going to say, is in column. So let's push those guys back, and we'll put them in column right there. So units in skirmish formation must conform to this facing while they are on the same hex as the aforementioned units. Okay, movement. Movement allowance printed on the counter. We have 7. Where is cavalry? There's cavalry. Wait, is that cavalry or leader? Oh no, that is. All right, so I was wondering what. There's cavalry, and right there, hussars. Wow, that is. Oh, wait. 75 morale. Wow. Okay, I won't jump to conclusions here. There's another hussar unit. All right. Let's see. Movement allowance, movement points. It is. Yeah. Open is 1 for all types of units. So let's go. We'll go 1, 2, 3, and then I'd like to change them into line formation. So that's 1, 2, 3. They have 4 points left. Let's see how units move. Units may be moved individually or in stacks. As a unit moves, it may enter only one of its immediate front hexes. So immediate front hexes means that for this infantry in column, it has 3 front hexes, but only this one, there's only one immediate front hex. Okay. So then turning. Okay, 1 movement point to make 1 turn, or 2 MPs for 2 or more turns within the same hex. Okay, that's all fine, but now changing to another formation. Its unit Where's actually changing formation? Okay, when I was looking at that, I think I was looking at this cavalry unit, and I was wondering about the, well actually I was wondering about the 75 morale, seems horrible. And I was also wondering about the parenthesized strength. These are actually raw units, okay, those are raw units. The infantry I'm moving are not raw, they're normal. So here's changing for infantry, changing formation for infantry. Units may change formation, expending 1/2 of their movement allowance, fractions rounded down. So, yeah, so they go 1, 2, 3, and then it will cost them 3 to change formation. So I think that's 6. Change from column into line, like that. But raw units with its strength in parentheses, must expend its full movement allowance in order to change formation. It's actually a pretty significant difference between raw and not raw units. Okay, so that was movement of a unit in column changing to line. So then we would do, so I guess for another unit move, we'll take the next battalion. We'll say they start here in column as well. Realistic or not, I don't know. But 1 to the immediate front, 2 to change 1 hex side, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7 to change into a line formation. Go ahead and talk about supported flanks. So units in line, that unit is in line, it's face up facing the vertex there. Units in line may have their flanks supported. Any of the flank hexes, so that would be a flank hex for this unit. Any of the flank hexes of a unit in line may be considered, actually games don't do this universally, so which one, yeah, so in line, yeah, okay, so it's front, flank, rear. So any of the flank hexes may be considered a supported flank whenever an adjacent friendly unit exerts its ZOC upon that flank. So we'll grab another battalion, and we'll say that battalion is, let's see, I guess it could be like that, because that's their front hexes, or zone of control. In the case of a supported flank hex, ignore all morale modifiers imposed by the presence of enemy combat units in that flank hex. 6, 12, and 18. Oh, they are numbered. A line may not support its flank on one unit occupying all its rear hexes. Okay, let's go to talk about skirmish. Units in skirmish formation are oriented as in 614. Leaders and units in skirmish or square formation possess all around facing, that is 6 immediate front hexes. Therefore, it makes no difference how these units are placed in the hex they occupy. Wow, and you can even do 2 hex skirmish formation. So, actually, I guess we could do this. Grab this infantry unit. It has more than 3. Whoops. It has more than 3 companies. So how do... That's funny. How would I know? Okay, I don't think it's going to be relevant here, but I think I found the answer to my question. How do I tell? So So if this infantry unit was in, say, I don't know, if it was in line formation, it would look like that. But if it was in skirmish formation, it would look like that too. So how do you tell them different? How do you tell them apart? It's not going to be that. So light infantry units are the only troops that may be in skirmish formation while not in a woods or town's hex. Woods or town's hex. Woods or town hex. These units are represented by two counters. One with the distinctive mark of light troops, the hunting horn, must be used when they are in skirmish formation. Another one without this device, but with green-yellow numbers or a thick dash separating them to serve as a reminder of its capabilities, is used when they are in any other formation. And you use the appropriate marker. So to use, I think this is an example. So this is an allied battalion, and it has a green, separating dash between its strength and movement allowance. And so I'm wondering if there isn't a light infantry, well wait, I guess it would still be light infantry, but a skirmish version of this unit marker, unit chit. And yeah, there is. That wasn't very hard to find at all. So here's the normal version of the counter. And then if this unit, so here it's in line formation. If it wants to go into skirmish formation, it's going to be replaced by its skirmish marker. So now you know it's in skirmish formation. It has the hunting horn there. Its values are also in green. So this is so to finish this all off, this is the same unit, two counters, same unit. When it's in normal mode or formation, it still has the green dash to remind you that it has the ability to go light. This is the same unit when it is in light formation or skirmish formation. As you can see, it's otherwise the same unit. Would not have known that without reading it. You flip it on the back, it actually has same name, same values. So that is how you do that. So I'll put it over here in column formation. Keep it. No. I want somebody in skirmish formation. So like that. And they have a strength of 5, so I think they can go in 2 hexes like that. So I think they are, skirmish formation 2 hexes. Do I need to? Units in skirmish formation stacked with skirmishing units 4 or more companies in strength may deploy in 2 hexes or back into a single hex, expending 1 movement point. Alright, so the obvious correction there is that they are on the wrong side of the battlefield. It's an allied unit, so same. They wouldn't be over here. Same unit I just talked about in that's not good. In skirmish formation, I'll put them back here like that. Now they're in skirmish formation 2 hexes. Go and talk about stacking here. I thought it'd be nice if there was a stacking table, but I guess it is mentioned as a note in the terrain chart right here. Stacking limit 36 company. 36 companies of infantry, 18 cavalry, 9 artillery for stacking purposes. All terrain other than town. Oh, our open ground. Okay, and then down here for town. There's the town there. 8 infantry, cavalry companies, 1 artillery company. Okay. I think that's pretty much it. So stacking. So let's take this we have here. So we have a stack of 5 units, but the strength altogether is 3. Oh, I don't know what to do with my light infantry yet. Companies. So leave them separate. So okay, so there we go. With 3, 8, 11. So 11 strength points. Oh, I was wondering about the larger counters. There's a counter that I think that consolidates all these guys. Oh, I should have. Let's see. I don't see it right away, but there are the 3 battalions stacked. Let's say they're in line like that. Okay, I do think that's all right. So the 3 dots at the top, total strength of 11. I think that is the consolidated version. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I think it's 3 battalions or the 1 regiment counter. Put them over there in column. All right, stacking. Total number of companies which may be stacked in a single hex at any given instant. Is limited according to the type and formation of the units being stacked. Oh, and the terrain in the hex. Stacking limits are given below. Oh, there is no limit to the number of leaders. Yeah, okay. Here we go. In woods, hexes. Wait, is this the same as what's summarized? Okay, so we have in woods hexes, the maximum stacking limit is 12 infantry or cavalry and 2 artillery. So 12, 12, and 2. Where's woods? Where is woods? Oh. Huh. I wonder if I'm supposed to treat woods as orchard? Town hexes, 8. Yeah, that's the same. We already looked at town. Yeah, that's too close up. Units in march column. Okay, here's the formation difference. Formation moving at road movement rates have their stacking limits reduced to 4 companies or 2 companies artillery. Stacking limits may be violated during a phase, but all good order units in the affected hex must perform a morale check the instant the violation occurs. After all checks and any retreat moves, the transgressing unit must continue moving if the stacking is still illegal. If unable to do so, it will return to the last hex moved into. Friendly and enemy combat units may never be stacked in the same hex. Exception. 3 exceptions. Cavalry may pass through enemy occupied hexes with squares without ending the phase stacked with them. 2, any unit may stack with an abandoned battery as it is not a combat unit. And 3, units completely surrounded by enemy combat units and or impassable terrain may retreat through enemy occupied hexes. Special stacking. 1 single unit may occupy a hex in excess of its stacking limit if there is no other combat unit in the hex. This is an exception to a bunch of cases here. Regiments with detachable battalions. Squadrons are exempted from this rule. Stacking arrangement. The order in which combat units in a stack are arranged is important to determine which units are eligible to fire or attack, which units must absorb casualties, and which units may defend or attempt to form square. Leaders don't affect the order. A combat unit placed on top of a stack of units is called the first unit. of that stack. Players may change the order units are stacked in during their own movement or charge phase. During the movement or charge phase, the phasing player must designate the first unit for each phasing stack by placing that unit on top of all of the units in the hex. The unit with most companies in a hex must be designated as first unit of that. So it's not completely open to choice. Phasing player's choice if 2 or more units have the same strength. So I guess so the 3 strength unit could not be on top, I guess. Is there anything more? Yeah, there is more. Oh, okay. I guess the rest of the effects are under the other parts of the rules that deal with those topics.